Hello everybody, this is Dr. Willow Ariella again. So this is continuing on with introduction to sociology, and we're looking at, I will be talking about chapter 2. Yeah, I know, a bunch of dead white guys, who cares? Well, just like in a field, there are the people who created it, their works are important. They actually impact society a lot. Some of the major sociological theoreticians you were probably familiar with: Max Weber, Karl Marx. Some people are familiar with Emile Durkheim and Auguste Comte. So they do, these guys, and one woman. There are more women in sociology, but in different textbooks sometimes list more than one woman, but your authors only list one, Harriet Martineau. But these sociologists, the founders of the field, do impact us a lot. I mean, almost everybody's heard of Karl Marx and Max Weber, certainly. So they have influenced our society quite a bit. But for me as an instructor, I'm really more interested in you understanding the major theories that are discussed in this chapter. So I want to review those mostly. The three major theories that are reviewed in this chapter are conflict, structural functional, which is also called structural. It's also called functional theory, and symbolic interaction, which is also called symbolic interactionism theory. It's also called interactionism. So those are the three main guiding theories of sociology. Well, why do we care about theories? Again, just like people have influenced us, theories influence us, society, human beings. There are people in all fields who are examining, exploring, analyzing, critiquing theories, and they impact us. Economic theories certainly impact our society a great deal. And so having an understanding of what a theory is and then how you actually utilize it is very important, because then once you have that basic understanding, you can apply that to other theories that affect you as well. Most of us aren't that, as an example, most of us aren't that familiar with the stock market, but the stock market affects each and every single person on this planet. And so it's a good idea to understand some of the economic theories that are driving the stock market. You may not be able to invest, but you can still have a basic understanding of the stock market. So what is a theory? A theory is like a lens. So each of us, because of our environment, our family, our social influences, our education, our class, etc., each of us walk around with sort of this lens or blinders, kind of, where that we see things through. So we are looking at and examining the world through our own lenses. And we do that based on things like religion, as an example. So if you are a Catholic, then you will walk around thinking about the world, examining the world, reflecting on issues, making decisions based on what you understand about Catholicism. If you are interested in politics, if you're a libertarian, for example, then you will think about, analyze, critique, and come to decisions based on libertarian or Democrat or whatever your party is. You will think about the world from that perspective. So if you're a libertarian, then you learn about libertarianism, you understand what libertarianism says, what they promote, what their perspectives are, why they come to the sorts of conclusions that they come to, and then you think about, you analyze, you critique, you come to decisions about the world based on that perspective. So our politics are influenced, our daily practices are influenced, the decisions that we make, they're all influenced and based on our worldview or the lens that we tend to analyze. And for some of us, our major lens that we analyze the world through is religion. For some of us, it's our education. It's, you know, a variety of things. So that's really what a theory is, although theories are based on research. So it's not just you know, something that somebody made up. It's based on, theories are based on research. So someone can have a hypothesis about a theory, and then someone conducts research to test their hypothesis. And the more you test or collect data or do research, then the more comprehensive, or the more you can see if your theory holds true. So theories are really important, and they are lenses that we look at the world through. And so in sociology, we have these major theoretical perspectives. Conflict theory comes primarily from Marx and is about class and really looks at power. Who has power, who doesn't, why does it matter, who, if someone has power, how did they get it, how do they try to maintain it, and what are the basic understandings of people who utilize the conflict theory, and how do we resolve the kinds of situations that are based on class or race or power issues. So conflict theory, basically the lens is power and who has it and why, and then looking and analyzing different situations through that lens. Conflict theory, you know, your authors talk about conflicts and how people try to resolve conflicts. But conflict theory usually is, you know, about power. So they talk, your authors talk about, you know, inequalities in positions. So that's about power. Who has power? Who doesn't? And so a lot of people want to have power. I mean, if you think about students and their relationships with people, especially high schoolers, you know, there's a lot of kind of power struggles going on there. And so people often utilize the conflict theory when they're looking at educational systems or places where people work, things like that. This will be continued on the next video.